chipped in with 2 apiece for Mr. Tom Nante's Washington Panthers. For Franklin 1, they were led by Stephen Pruse, who had 8 points. Thomas Gregory. Um, LaSalle starting lineup will be at one guard, number 33, Sean Dobbs. At one guard, at the other guard will be number 2, Bud Johnson. At one forward, Drew Carey. At the other forward, Robbie Carey. And at center, David Weirman. And for Franklin, as they just got announced, at one guard, Travis Kale. At the other guard, Doug Bushy. At one forward, number 11, Grant Cleveland. At the other forward, number 12, Robert Memmering. And at center, number 30, Adam Lane. LaSalle is coached by Andy Locke. And Franklin is coached by Richard Martin. So, we're about ready to get this game underway. As you saw in the first game, Washington defeated Franklin 1 in sort of an upset, 25-20. Franklin was led in scoring by Stephen Pruse, who had 8, and Washington was led by Todd Roth, who had 21 for Washington as their victory over Franklin 1, 25-20. So we're about ready to jump it up at midcourt. It'll be Weirman against Lane here at midcourt.
Well, Hank, it looks like LaSalle has the height advantage if they can get inside and use their height. It looks like LaSalle has a good chance of scoring some points down underneath and using that height advantage, you know, to where they could score some points versus the outside game. So we'll have to see what LaSalle decides to do, you know, as the game progresses along.
Yeah, LaSalle does have a little bit of a height advantage here on Franklin inside with Weirman. And Dobbs will take it out. He'll bring it up over the timeline. Is guarded by Kale. Dobbs sets up the offense. Throws it inside to Weirman. Weirman, turn around. Good.
Hey, let's say, Hank, there's the height advantage taking over right there inside with number 32 scoring his first 2 points to give LaSalle a 2-0 lead.
Yes, David Weirman has a big size advantage inside on Adam Lane. Kale drives to the basket. No good. Rebound inside by Cleveland. Cleveland gives it back out to Bushy. Bushy fires from long range. No good. Rebound inside Lane. They're going to have a foul called on Drew Carey. Looks like. The foul is called on number 14, Drew Carey. And so Franklin breaks from the line. Ball inside to Kale. Kale loses the handle on it, and it's LaSalle ball. So LaSalle jumps out to a 2-point lead as David Weirman hit his first basket of the night, and it's 2-0 with 4:40 here in the first quarter of play, just getting ready to start. Dobbs brings it up over the timeline. Gives it over, and the ball is hit. Johnson recovers it. Johnson drives inside, shoots, no good. Rebound controlled by Memmering. Memmering gives it out to Bushy. Bushy brings it up down the left side. Shot up by Bushy, and we're going to have a foul on Weirman. Looks like David Weirman will pick up his first personal foul. And the ball will be out of bounds. Cleveland will take the ball out of bounds. Cleveland gets it to Bushy. Bushy can't find the handle on it, and he saves it from going out of bounds. Bushy gives it over to Cleveland. Cleveland down in the corner gives it out to Bushy. Bushy gets it inside to Kale, and 3 seconds in the lane on, they're going to call it on Adam Lane.
Well, Hank, right now LaSalle has got a lot of enthusiasm running up and down the court, getting the fast break going. Seems like Andy Locke, the head coach of LaSalle, has got this team fired up and looking like could be a possible upset, you know, in the making.
And Sean Dobbs shoots. Rebound is controlled by Adam Lane. Looks like we're going to have a foul on Drew Carey. And Drew Carey, that'll be his second personal. So Bushy will take the ball out of bounds, and he gives it into Kale. Kale will bring it up down the left side and brings it back to the top of the key, guarded by Johnson. Gives it out left side to Memmering. Memmering over to Cleveland from the free throw line. Cleveland's shot up is no good. Rebound controlled by Dobbs. Dobbs will bring it up the court. 2-point lead for LaSalle. Here with the 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter of play. Pick set by Carey. Dobbs shoots, rebound controlled, and it'll be out of bounds to Franklin.
I thought he got fouled on the shot right there, Hank. It looked like got a little piece of the arm, but the referee seemingly did not think so, so the play resumes.
Yeah, I thought Dobbs got hit on the arm there, but it'll be Franklin ball, and Bushy will bring it up down the left side, gives it over to Lane. Lane drives inside, shot up, no good. Rebound, Weirman. Weirman gives it to Dobbs, and Dobbs will bring it up the court. LaSalle needs to get the ball inside to Weirman because Weirman's a good basketball player, and he has a size advantage on everybody else. Gets it into Weirman. Weirman, shot up, no good. Rebound, loose on the floor. And the foul is going to be called on, it looks like Adam Lane will get his first personal foul of the game.
Andy Locke, the head coach of LaSalle, was a little bit upset on that call right there. He just seemed like he got fouled. So let the first one go by, and then Andy kind of got upset on the second one.
So we're going to have a holding foul on Robert Memering because LaSalle got the ball down inside to Weirman where they wanted it, and the ball will be out of bounds. And Memering has a little bit of a height advantage on him with Weirman in there. So Carey takes it out, gives it into Weirman. Weirman, turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Memering, and Memering saved by Cleveland, and Kale will control it to bring it up the court. Kale sets up the offense. He brings it up down the left side. Drives it inside, pass inside, controlled by Weirman. Weirman with the steal. Weirman's going to go all the way. Weirman for the layup. The shot is up and good. It's 4-0 LaSalle. David Weirman has all 4 of LaSalle's points, and LaSalle has really came out and showed that they want to win this thing. LaSalle's pretty pumped up for this game. Lane has it on the right side, gets it inside to Kale. Kale shot up, no good. Rebound inside, controlled by Dobbs. Dobbs has it. He'll hold it up to set up the offense.
Dobbs has got to penetrate down into the lower part of the post area so he can get it down into the post so Dwyer can take over underneath and get some points. See right there, that's a bad shot. He needs to get down in there, give it to the post man so he can get turned around and score so he can get some points underneath.
We had a traveling violation on Mays, and Franklin will take possession with 45 seconds left to go in the second quarter as LaSalle has a 4-point lead. Ball is down inside to Memering. Memering gives it out to Bushy. Bushy drives the sideline. Shot up by Bushy. No good. Rebound inside Lane. Lane puts it up. And we're going to have a foul on, let's see, if it's on Weirman, that'll be his second personal foul. No, it's going to go on number 10, Robbie Mays. And that is his first personal foul. Now, if LaSalle gets Weirman into some foul trouble, that could be some trouble for LaSalle because Weirman is their big man underneath. Lane's first shot is up and good. So Adam Lane gets Franklin on the scoreboard, and it's a 4-1 lead for LaSalle. 33 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Ball is controlled by Cleveland, who gets the rebound out to Kale. Kale gives it out to Bushy. Bushy, the top of the key, gives it over right side to Memering. Memering gets it down low to Lane. Lane under the basket, shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Cleveland. Cleveland shot up, no good. Controlled by Weirman. And Weirman gets it out to Dobbs. And Dobbs will bring it up to court as LaSalle has a 3-point lead over Franklin, too. This is kind of a surprise because LaSalle has really came out fired up. Ball inside to Weirman. Weirman shot up, and he's fouled. And that's really what LaSalle needs to do because Weirman does a good job of posting up inside, and he'll draw a lot of fouls inside. The foul is on number 12, Robert Memering, who picks up his first personal foul, and Weirman will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. LaSalle has a 3-point lead with 24 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Weirman's first shot is up and good. So David Weirman has his 5th point of the night, and it's 5-1 in favor of LaSalle. His second shot is no good, and it did not hit any part of the rim, so Franklin will take control of the ball out of bounds. Kale gives it into Bushy, and Bushy will bring the ball to the court. Bushy brings it up right side. Pass inside to Memering. Memering gives it over to Cleveland. Cleveland's shot is good. Grant Cleveland gets his first 2 points, and it's now a 5-3 lead for LaSalle. Dobbs brings it up. Dobbs got fouled on that one, I thought. We're going to have a jump ball called. And it will be Franklin ball. Really, Dobbs needs to get the ball down inside to Werman because Werman does a nice job of posting up. There's 1 second left. Kale gets it into Bushy. Bushy, turnaround shot is no good, and that ends the first quarter of play. So after 1 quarter of play, LaSalle has come out to a 5-3 lead, and David Weirman, who has led LaSalle out to this lead, has all 5 of LaSalle's points, and Coach Andy Locke has got his LaSalle Lions fired up. So after 1 quarter of play, it's 5-3. You're watching the second game of the semifinals in the elementary basketball tournament on Wabash Cablevision, Channel 23. As LaSalle jumps out to a 5-3 lead, Dobbs drives and gives it out to Weirman. Weirman in the post. Turnaround jump shot by Weirman. Falls. David Weirman gets his 7th point of the night for LaSalle, who has a 7-3 lead. Cleveland gives it out to Bushy. Bushy drives right side. Gives it back out to Kale. Kale shot up is good. Travis Kale gets his first 2 points from a shot from long range, and it's 7-5 in favor of LaSalle. Dobbs will bring it up down the right side. Looking for somebody to get it to. Throws it up behind his back, and Lane gets it. Kale gets it down low to Memory. Memory shot up, won't fall, but there is a foul on the play. Let's see. Memory will step to the line for for 2 shots, it looks like. And the foul will go on number 14, Drew Carey. That is his second personal foul. Memory steps to the line. First one is up and no good. It's 7-5. LaSalle has really came out fired up for this game against Franklin 2. And Franklin 2 is the favorite in this game, I would say. And Memory shoots his second one is up. No good. Rebound by Weirman. Just seems like Weirman is everywhere. He controls the boards and all of his shots seem to fall. He's a good player up in the post. Dobbs brings it up. Guarded by Kale. Dobbs gets a pick by Carey. Dobbs shot up by Dobbs, and it's good. Sean Dobbs gets his first 2 points, and it's 9-5 in favor of LaSalle. Cleveland has it, drives inside, gives it back out to Bushy. Bushy sets up the offense and gives it to Kale. Kale drives left side, picked by Lane, back out to Bushy. Bushy, nice backdoor pass to Memory, and Memory can't get it to fall. We have a traveling call before the shot. As I've noticed in these first 2 games by Franklin, Franklin is a patient team. They won't force the ball inside a lot, and they wait for the good shot on the back door. They have a good offense with a lot of back cuts and screens, and that's what they need to do here against LaSalle. Dobbs drives inside, pass, try to get it inside to Weirman. Dobbs shoots, and he's fouled. Dobbs draws the foul. The foul is on, it looks like foul go on Robert Memory. I'm sorry, it'll go on Travis Kale. That's his first personal. And so Dobbs will step to the line for 2 shots. Dobbs' first shot is up and good. So Sean Dobbs gets his 3rd point of the night, as Dobbs and Weirman have been the only scorers here for LaSalle, but who has jumped out to a 10-5 lead. Here, Dobbs' second shot is up, and it's good also. It's 11-5 in favor of LaSalle, who has come out and surprised the Franklin team. Franklin came out in the first game expected to win and got beat by Washington. In this game, LaSalle just seems to want it more than Franklin does right now. Kale drives inside and gets fouled. I think they're going to have a foul on Drew Carey. If that is, that's his 3rd personal foul. No, the foul will go on number 10, Robbie Mays. That's his 2nd personal. So Cleveland will take the ball out of bounds with the stack. Tries to get it and gets it into Bushy. Bushy plants, shoots, good. Nice shot by Doug Bushy. And he gets on the board for his first 2 points. And it's now 11-7 lead for the LaSalle Lions. Dobbs brings it up left side. Gets a pick from Carey. Shot up by Dobbs, no good. Controlled by Cleveland. Cleveland gives it out to Kale. Kale gets it down court to Bushy. Bushy shot up is good. So 4 quick points by Franklin, and they're back in this, only down by 2, and LaSalle calls a timeout to try to slow down this game because Franklin wants to get it out and push up the court. It's 11-9 with 2:31 left to go here in the second quarter of play, and you're watching this elementary action on Wabash Cablevision, channel 23. We're back with the, as LaSalle just called a timeout on a 4-0 run by Franklin, and Carey will give it into Dobbs, and Dobbs will bring it up the court. LaSalle has a 2-point lead with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the second quarter of play. Dobbs gets it hit away by Kale, and Kale will hold it up. Kale brings it over, guarded by Johnson. Gets it hit away by Johnson. I think we're going to have a foul on Johnson. Yeah, the foul will go on Bud Johnson. That's his first personal foul. And we will be having free throws here as Travis Kale will step to the line for a bonus shot, 1-1. With 2:01 left to go in the second quarter, LaSalle has a 2-point lead. Really for LaSalle, Weirman has 7 points, and Dobbs has 4 for the 11 points for LaSalle. Shot up by Kale, no good. Rebound inside controlled by Lane. Lane gives it back out to Kale. Kale, pump fakes. We're going to have 3 seconds in the lane call on Adam Lane. And Dobbs will bring the ball up the court. Dobbs brings it over the timeline, drives down to the right side. He's looking, gets it over to Weirman, but it's stolen away by Cleveland. Cleveland gives it to Kale. Kale drives left side, stops, shoots, and it falls. Travis Kale gets his 4th point of the night, and now it's a tied game, 11-11, with 1:30 left to go here. I think Franklin has realized that LaSalle is out here to win this game, and now the score is tied at 11-11. Ball inside, hit away, saved up back to Weirman. Weirman shot, and we have a traveling call on Weirman. I thought there was a foul there before the traveling, but it will be Franklin ball with a tie game at 11-11 with a minute 10 left to go in the second quarter. Memorine has it, and he took some steps, and there's a traveling call on Memorine. So LaSalle will retain possession. Carey gives it to Dobbs, and Dobbs will bring it up the court. Dobbs drives down the left side. Try to get a pick. Dobbs shoots, and it's no good. Rebound inside Weirman. Weirman puts it up and in. David Weirman gets his 9th point of the night, and it's 13-11 in favor of LaSalle. So Kale brings it up and gets a little pressure from Johnson. Kale, pump fake, shot up by Kale, and it's good. So Travis Kale gets his 6th point of the night. And it's 13-13 as Dobbs will bring it up the court. Drives the right side, turns around, goes between the legs. The top of the key, drives down the left side. Shot up, and the ball is controlled by Weirman. Weirman's shot is no good. And we're going to have a foul, I think, on Adam Lane, it looks like. Yeah, the foul is on Adam Lane. And that is his 2nd personal foul. And Weirman will step to the line for 2 shots. The game's tied 13-13 with 10 seconds left to go. His first shot is up, no good. Weirman is the leading scorer for LaSalle, who has 9 points here in the game. His 2nd shot is up and good. So David Weirman gets his 10th point of the night, and Bushy has it from 3-point range. No good. Rebound inside, controlled by Cleveland, but it will not count. So the score. The score after 2 quarters of play, it should be 14-13 in favor of LaSalle. You're watching Wabash Cablevision, channel 23. Hello, we're back with Tom Nante, the coach of the Washington Panthers, who defeated Franklin in the first game of the semifinals here at Vincent's Lincoln. Tom, what did you expect to Franklin to do, and what was your game plan coming into the game against Franklin?
Well, whenever we play any Franklin team, we always know that they're gonna run a pretty good pattern offense, do a lot of screening and a lot of breaking to the bucket, and we just try to set up our defense so that we can talk to each other, tell each other that a screen, whether it's a back screen or come from the side, so that our man can be expecting it, and then as he dips down, maybe we take a step backwards and let our man through to stay with him. We try not to when the screen is set, is not to follow that guy around, but to break around and cut him off as he heads towards the basket.
I thought Ross played a very good game, and what did you tell him at halftime and going to the tight defense with 2 minutes left to go or so in the game when the game was coming down to the wire?
Well, I think it's obvious to everybody who plays is that Todd is the man that they have to stop in order to stop Washington, but he has a lot of support to go along with him. What I tell him to do is to try to penetrate, and every time he does, he always draws attention, and when he draws that attention, if he's playing heads-up ball, he can dish off right or left and get some other people involved in the game, and that's what Todd tries to do.
What is going to be the key for your game to win this tournament?
Well, we started thinking a couple games ago, we started looking that our major goal in this year was to win the city tournament. We came in last year with an excellent team and got upset in the first round. This year we came in with a little more determination, and I've told them for the last 2 or 3 games that it's going to take a lot of hustle and a lot of good defense, a lot of heads-up play, a lot of just focusing on what's going on and out on the floor, and good teamwork, good all-around ball game.
Thank you, and good luck in your championship game.
All right, thank you, Hank.
Okay, we're getting back to action here with the LaSalle Franklin game, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. So that was Tom Nante, the coach for the Washington Panthers, who will play a championship game against the winner of this game, and this is Wabash Cablevision, channel 23. Nante, who is the coach for the Washington Panthers, who will lead his Washington team into the championship game against the winner of this game right here between LaSalle and Franklin. Dobbs gets the ball inside to Weirman. Weirman shot up good. David Weirman has really hit the boards well. He has 12 points, and LaSalle has a 1-point lead. Bushy brings it up, guarded by Johnson. Johnson went for the steal, and they have a foul on Johnson. So Bud Johnson will pick up his second personal foul. And with 4:10 left to go in the third quarter of play, it's 16-15 in favor of LaSalle, who has really came out and surprised this Franklin team, who is getting beat right now by LaSalle by 1 point. Bushy will bring it up down the right side, guarded by Johnson. Gives it off to Memering. Memering inside to Bushy. Bushy's shot up is good. So Doug Bushy gets his 8th point of the night, and he has had 4 points in this quarter so far, early on in the third quarter, and it's 17-16 in favor of Franklin. Dobbs drives down the right side, and I think we're going to have a foul on Kale or Dobbs. The foul will be on Travis Kale. That's his second personal foul. So Carey will take the ball out of bounds. Carey gets the ball into Weirman. Weirman down the baseline. Shot up by Weirman. No good. Rebound controlled by Lane. Lane gets it out to Bushy. Bushy on the right-hand side for the layup. It's good. Bushy's shot is good, and he was fouled.
Well, Hank, Doug Bushy has really carried this Franklin team to a 3-point lead at this time. He has really been an inspiration right there. He gets the 3-point play, you know, and kind of carries the load for this Franklin team. But he's playing really well at this time. And Andy Locke is now talking to number 33, Sean Dobbs, and telling him, you know, maybe to get it down into the post area to number 32, David Weirman, and get some points underneath.
Yeah, that's been the philosophy all year for LaSalle, to try to get the ball down low, and there it is. Down to Weirman. Weirman, turnaround jump shot. It's good, but they have a traveling call on Weirman. As you saw, Bushy missed the free throw for the three-point play. LaSalle's still very much in this game, only down by 3 with 2:40 left to go. LaSalle cannot hang their heads down low, though, because they're still in this game. Memory's shot up is good. So Robert Memory gets his first 2 points, and it's 21-16. This is where Franklin is trying to test LaSalle to see if they can answer the call if they still want to stay in this game. Dobbs gets picked up, good help defense by Lane. Dobbs shot up, good. Sean Dobbs gets his 4th point of the night. And Kale will bring it up. On the right side, over to Lane. Lane gets cut off by Carey, and Carey seems to be hurt in the stomach. That will be Carey's 3rd personal foul. So Memory will take it out of bounds, and we have checking in for LaSalle, number 55, Chad Shear, will be coming into the game for Drew Carey. So Memory trying to get the ball in bounds, gets it in to Dobbs, who steals it for LaSalle. Dobbs will bring it up the court, gets it down court, stolen away by Cleveland, get out of bounds, and it will be LaSalle ball.
Not a smart pass there by Sean Dobbs to David Weirman. At this point in time, he's only down 3 with 1:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. He just wants to take his time, get the ball down, get it down the post area to Weirman where he can score some points.
Yeah, Weirman has been the man that they have been trying to go to. Same thing for Franklin. Been getting it down to Bushy. Shot up by Dobbs is no good. Kale gets it over to Bushy. Bushy shot up is no good. Rebound Weirman. Weirman's going to lead the fast break. It's a one-on-one fast break. Shot up by Weirman. No good. Rebound inside by, we're going to have a tie-up jump ball. And it'll be LaSalle ball. Checking in for the game for Franklin is Chris Swigert, who comes in for Grant Cleveland. Shear will take the ball out of bounds. Gets it into Weirman. Weirman, turnaround jump shot. Good. David Weirman has 14 points and has led back the charge for LaSalle. They have answered the call. Down by 5 and now only down by 1. Ball stolen away by Shear. Shear has it. A 2-on-1 fast break, but he dribbled it off his leg. Kale gets it to Swigert and back to Kale. Kale will bring it up. They have a 21-20 lead, Franklin does, on LaSalle. Kale brings it down left side. Shot up, and we're going to have a foul on Weirman. That will be David Weirman's 2nd personal foul, and it's 21-20 in favor of Franklin. Robert Memory will take the ball out of bounds with 20 seconds left to go, and Franklin has a 1-point lead here in the 3rd quarter. Memory gets it into the lane. Lane dribbles out in the left corner, gives it over to Kale. Kale loses the handle on it with 10 seconds left to go. Kale drives inside. Shot up by Kale. It's good. Travis Kale gets his 8th point of the night, and with 1 second left to go, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So after 3 quarters, the score is LaSalle 20, Franklin 23. And so LaSalle has answered the call from Franklin, but Franklin just hit a key shot there at the end by Travis Kale to give them a 3-point lead. We'll be back with 4th quarter action here on Wabash Cablevision, Channel 23. We're back with 4th quarter action here from Lincoln High School as Kale will bring the ball up the court for Franklin, who has a 3-point lead. Gives it over to Lane. Lane drives inside. Shot up by Lane. No good. Rebound inside by Swigert. Swigert puts it up. No good. Rebound Lane. Lane puts it up and in. Adam Lane gets his 4th point of the night, and we'll have a foul on David Weirman. That's his 3rd foul, and he's getting into some foul trouble. That could come down to hurt LaSalle later in the stretch of the game, as Weirman has 14 points here for LaSalle. Lane will go to the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play. Shot up by Lane is good. Adam Lane gets his 4th point of the night, and Dubs will bring it up for LaSalle, who is down 26-20 with 5:20 left to go here in the game. Dobbs brings up the top of the key, stops at the free throw line. Shot up by Dobbs, no good. Rebound inside Swagger. Swagger gives it off to Bushy. Bushy pushes the ball up the court, down at the free throw line. Left hand shot by Bushy, it's up and good. Doug Bushy has 12 points as Franklin has came out to a 28-20 lead. Dobbs brings up the court, the free throw line. Shot up by Dobbs, good. Sean Dobbs gets his 8th point of the night. And Bushy throws it down court to Lane. And the ball was thrown out of bounds. Coach Martin is trying to calm down the Franklin team as Shearer takes the ball out and gives it into Dobbs. 22-28 in favor of Franklin with 4:40 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Dobbs brings it up. Free throw line. Shot up by Dobbs. No good. Rebound inside Lane. Lane gives it off to Kale. Kale will bring it up down the right side. Kale at the top of the key gives it over to Lane. Lane drives right side. Good help by Weirman. Over to Swagger. Swagger turnaround jump shot. No good. Rebound inside controlled. And the ball will be out of bounds, and it'll be Franklin ball. Franklin calls a timeout, and LaSalle has lost that they had in the first half, and now it is 28-22 in favor of Franklin. We'll be back to find the finish of this game on Wabash Cablevision, Channel 23. We're back as the ball's into Kale. Kale shot, no good. Rebound inside, controlled by Johnson. Johnson gives it to Dobbs, who'll bring it up the court. Franklin maintains a 6-point lead with 4 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter of play. Dobbs gets a pick from Weirman. Dobbs tries to bring the ball inside, gets it stolen away by Kale. Kale has it, drives down. Stops at the free throw line. Inside the lane, good pass. Adam can't convert. Rebound Memory. Memory can't put it in. Lane gets the rebound. They're going to have a foul on Weirman. Is the foul on Weirman? No, the foul is on number 10, Robbie Mays. That's his 3rd personal foul. So Lane will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. It's 28-22 in favor of Franklin. First shot is up and good by Adam, who has 5 points out on the day, and his second shot is up and good also. So Lane now has 6 points. As Dobbs brings up the court with 3:30 left to go here, and LaSalle is only down by 8. LaSalle shot up by Dobbs, no good. Rebound controlled by Kale. Kale brings it up, gives it over to Lane. Lane's layup, no good. Rebound Weirman. Weirman gives it to Dobbs. Dobbs will hold it up. Dobbs brings it up, dribbles down the left-hand side. Shot up by Dobbs, no good. Rebound inside control by Swagger. Swagger gets it off to Kale. Kale down over to Lane. Lane's layup is good. So really, Franklin is just beating LaSalle back on offense, and now it's 32-22, a 10-point lead for Franklin with 2:50 left to go. Dobbs out the top of the key, tries to get the ball inside. I think we're going to have a foul on Travis Kale. So Travis Kale picks up his 3rd personal foul. And Franklin has a 32-22 lead with 2:35 left to go. In the final period of play, LaSalle jumped out to a 11-6 lead early in the game, but Franklin has battled back throughout, and at halftime, LaSalle was up by 1. Then Franklin came back and has just been red hot from the field. Dobbs misses from far out, and Kale gets it kicked away. Johnson's on the floor, and he has it. And there's a fight for the floor. No. We're going to have a foul called on Doug Bushy.
Well, Hank, this Franklin 2 team has really got a balanced team, and they've just wore down LaSalle as the game has went along. They've really played hard, aggressive defense, and run and gunned all day, and so it's just been, they've wore down LaSalle a lot. So I think that's had an effect on LaSalle's play, too, at the end of the game.
Because LaSalle has only had 5 or 6 different players into the game. With 1:40 left to go, Franklin has a 10-point lead. Kale inside to Swagger. Swagger shot up, no good. Rebound inside by Lane, and Lane puts it in. Adam Lane has 10 points. And a timeout is called by LaSalle. LaSalle is down by 12 with 1:25 left to go here in the final period of play. Really for LaSalle, they jumped out to a 11-5 lead. And then Franklin battled back throughout. At the end of the first quarter, LaSalle was up by 3. Halftime, LaSalle had a 15-14 lead at the half. And then in the third quarter, Franklin started to take control and went out just to a run that LaSalle just couldn't take. And now it is LaSalle who is down 34-22 with a minute 26 left to go in the fourth quarter. LaSalle has been led by David Weirman, who has 14 points, and Sean Dobbs has 8. For Franklin, they've had Doug Bushy with 12, Adam Lane has 10, Grant Cleveland and Robert Memering have 2 apiece, and Travis Cale has 8. Really, Franklin has just, they just go deeper, I think, than LaSalle does, because Franklin has just had everybody scoring a lot, because Adam Lane has got the ball inside, and then when they kicked it back out, Cale was hitting the outside shot, and Bushy, like in the latter part of the third quarter, was just getting all his shots to fall. Cale, shot up is good, and we're going to have a foul called. So Cale gets his 10th point of the night, and we're going to have a foul called on number 23, Eric Shear. That's his first foul. A lot of new people into the game here for LaSalle. They'll have into the game. They have Tyler Brown and number 11, John Bloomline. Number 24, Nick Evans. Number 23, Eric Shear, and also number 24. I'm sorry, number looks like number 11, John Bloomline, are into the game for LaSalle. So LaSalle will take the ball out of bounds with a minute left to go here, and they are down by 14. So Travis Cale comes out of the game, and entering the game for Franklin is number 18, Brock Sievers. So LaSalle inbounds it to Shear. Shear will bring it over, timeline over at the top of the key. Drives. Trying to get the ball to somebody. Gives it over. Stolen away by Billy Henry. Billy Henry gives it over to Sievers. Sievers shot up. And Sievers was fouled by Shear. And so with 49 seconds left to go, LaSalle is putting in a new set of 5. Entering the game for LaSalle is number 22, Matt West, number 50, Todd Jones, number 41, Frankie Baldwin, number 30, Jeremy Christian, and also number 22, I'm sorry, number 30, Jeremy Christian are into the game for LaSalle. First shot up by Sievers is no good. And so Franklin has a 14-point lead, 36-22, with 49 seconds left to go here in the game. Franklin has new players on the court. Billy Henry, Tyler Thompson, Brock Sievers, Steven Sievers, and Jack Shanklin. The ball is recovered by LaSalle. Gets it stolen away by Sievers. And it looks like we're going to have a foul called on Brock Sievers. So Brock Sievers picks up his first personal foul. With 30 seconds left to go, it is a 36-22 lead in favor of Franklin. Ball is thrown in, sold away by Billy Henry. Henry controls it. Dribbles it up the court, and we have a double dribble call. Franklin and LaSalle are both putting in their sub players and giving their other players a rest. For Franklin, they need their other players rest because in about 20 minutes will be the championship game, and it looks like it will be Franklin 2 against Washington. Here it'll be a test for Washington to see if they can knock off Franklin 2. They beat Franklin 1 here in the first round of the semifinals, and Shanklin will get the ball in. Stevers brings it up down the right side. Stevers gives it off to Thompson. And a foul is going to be called on number 55, Chad Shear. And Franklin is in a bonus, so Stevers will step to the line. Brock Stevers does not have any points and would like to change that stat right now, and it is 22-36 in favor of Franklin, and Stevers gets his first point of the night. So Brock Stevers, second one is up and good. So Brock Stevers has 2 points in the ball. Shear will bring the ball up the court. Has it. Shoots it. And we have a foul called on, it looks like Brock Stevers. And so number 55, Chad Shear, will go to the line for LaSalle with 5 seconds left to go. 38-22 in favor of the Franklin 2 Vikings. So Shear will step to the line. Shot is up and good. So Chad Shear gets his first point. And it's 23-38. His second shot is up and no good. Rebound is controlled by Tyler Thompson. He'll bring the ball up the court over to Shanklin. Shanklin with 1 second left, and that's the ball game. So the score of this game is 38-23 in favor of Franklin, who has defeated the LaSalle Lions. The game was a lot closer than the score indicated there. We'll be back to have some stats from this game and tell you about the championship game, which is coming up here in just a little bit. You're watching this basketball action on Wabash Cablevision, Channel 23. Okay, we're back as Franklin has just defeated LaSalle by the score of 38-23. The game was a lot closer than the score indicated. Franklin was led by Doug Bushy, who had 12 points. Travis Kale and Adam Lane both had 10 points each. And Grant Cleveland, Robert Memmering, and Brock Stevers all had 2 points for Franklin to round out their 38 points. And here's Ted to do the LaSalle stats.
Okay, Hank, for LaSalle we had Sean Dobbs with 8 points, and David Weirman leading the way for LaSalle with 14 points, and Chad Shears added 1 point for the LaSalle, coached by Andy Locke.
And so the championship game is set. It will be Franklin 2 will take on the Washington Panthers in the exciting championship game. It should be a great game because Washington likes to push the ball up the court, and so does Franklin.